here in Jacksonville, Florida. Time to get ready for Beta League Divisional Series Game 3 as the Connecticut Blue Sox take on the Jacksonville Elite. Hi folks, Anthony Hart, the captain here, and we got more Tiller Tournament action here. The Blue Sox lead the series 2-0. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Connecticut Blue Sox. It goes a little something like this. Roman Reigns is going to be kicking things off, followed by Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, Xavier Woods, Sami Zayn, Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Kofi Kingston. They're going to be squaring off against dangerous pitcher MJF. Let's go to the field right here, right now. Make way for the head of the table. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a homer. Already the Blue Sox are setting the bar high as Roman Reigns puts the Blue Sox on the board. In steps Braun Strowman. And back-to-back jacks. Only 2 pitches and already homers. 2 homers. 2-0 is the score. Drew McIntyre's up next. Ball 1 inside. And juts it foul over to the right side. On the ground. Over to Sammy to Claudio Castagnoli for out number 1. Let's see what Xavier Woods does. On the ground, foul. And foul still. Got him swinging. Let's see what Sami Zayn does. Ball 1 outside. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the inside. Ball's in the dirt, but he swings over it. Got him swinging. 2 back-to-back jacks here for the Blue Sox. Elite coming to bat. Here's the starting lineup for the Jacksonville Elite. Brian Anderson's going to be kicking things off, followed by Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Chris Jericho, Ty Mello, Sammy Guevara, Nick Jackson, and Kenny Omega. Lineups are going to be the exact same as the last couple of times. Squaring off against LA Knight now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball in the dirt. Got him swinging. See what Jon Moxley does. Ball 1. Ball. Foul ball. 2-1 now. And ball in the dirt. Strike 1. Out number 1. Out number 2, excuse me. Let's see what Claudio Castagnoli does. Ball 1. Strike 1 now. In the air, playable, foul ground. 1-2 now. And got him swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the Elite. They trail it 2-0. In steps Charlotte Flair. She'll square off against MJF. Strike 1 is the call. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. In the air to the left. Under it is Nick Jackson for out number 1. Let's see what Ronda Rousey does. Strike 1 on the inside. As I said before, Eric Lima is semi-inspired us to do this Tiller tournament here. he has a beef with NJF, and they've been going back and forth on social media, and it's an ugly one over here. It's not a pretty sight here. In steps Shinsuke Nakamura. Ronda Rousey strikes out, and in the air, over to Xavier Woods for out number 3. In the word to Nick Jackson, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, go. The Blue Sox, they still lead it. And it's a base hit. And we got a double here. It's going to be a leadoff double. Dimello's next. As look at Jericho, now the pitch. Ball 1. In the air to right. Out number 1. Let's see what Sam Guevara does. And juts a foul over to the left side. Swings and a miss, strike 2. Got him swinging. Matt Jackson's up next. Ball 1. Ball 2 now. Look at Jericho, now the pitch. Ball 3. On the verge of losing him. And juts it foul. Strike 2. Full count. Jericho's going to be on the move. And he's on the move. They're going to pick him off. And Jericho retreats back. Jericho on the move. And he lost him. Let's see what Nick Jackson does. Ball 1 now. Almost hit him. Ball 2. Ball 3. And on the ground. And gets by the infielders. And the bases are going to be loaded. See if Kenny Omega can capitalize on this with the bases loaded with 2 gone. On the ground. And they're going to throw it home. And none shall pass. We leave them loaded. 2-0 is the score. See what Kofi Kingston does. Is Kofi meaning alive or well? And it is not. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Let's see what Roman Reigns does. On the very first pitch he sees, kick things off with a homer. Ball 2 in the dirt. Ball 3. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And in the liner, and it's a base hit. Liner to left on that one. Braun Strowman, he kicked things off with the back-to-back jacks. With the back-to-back jack. Ball 2. In the dirt. 3-1 to count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Runner on the move. And it's ball 4. See what Drew McIntyre does. And deep drive. Out of here. Batting 1,000 over here for the Blue Sox. And they lead it 5-0. Let's see what Xavier Woods does. Can they seal the deal? Can they punch their ticket to the Beta League Championship Series? Only time will tell. In the air, the center, and base hit. Thinking 2 out the bat. Sure, why not? Let's see what Sami Zayn does. In the air to right. Under it is Matt Jackson. 2 gone. See what Charlotte Flair does. Ball 1. Ball 2 now. In the air. Base hit. It's going to be an RBI double. Charlotte Flair has an RBI double out of this one. Scoring is Xavier Woods, and it's 6-0. Let's see what Ronda Rousey does. Right back over to MJF. MJF over to Claudio Castagnoli for out number 3. 4 more for the Blue Sox. They lead at 6-0. In steps the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Strike 1 is the call. Ball 2 now. Ball 1 now. Strike 2. Ball 2 now. Got him looking. Let's see what John Moxley does. 0 for 1 in the game. On the ground, foul. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Strike 2. On the ground. Over to Ronda. Over to Strowman for out number 2. Claudio Castagnoli's up next. Ball 1. And Minor over to the right. Base hit. Jericho's up next. Ball 1. Has a little Claudio, now the pitch. A deep drive, out of here! And the Elite are on the board. It's now 6-2 in favor of the Blue Sox. Carmelo's up next. See what she does. Swing and miss in the dirt. Ball, strike 1. Ball 1 now. And juts a foul over the right side. The old 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sole shot for Chris Jericho. Puts the Elite on the board. 6-2 is the score. To the top of inning number 4 we go. Kicking things off is Shinsuke Nakamura. Just a borderline over there. Could go one way or the other, but strike 1. Pops it up. Under it is Jericho for out number 1. Let's see what Kofi Kingston does. Rounded out last time up. Ball 1 inside. Swing and a miss at the ball in the dirt. 1-1. MJF back to work now. 1-2. 2-2 now. Got him swinging. As MJF would say, I'm better than you, and you know it. Dude, just along the outside card, but they gave it to MJF. And a boom! Did it again. The head of the table did it again. It's now 7-2 in favor of the Blue Sox. Strowman's up next. Pops up. Under is Jericho for out number 3. Soul shot once again from Roman Reigns. It's now 7-2 in favor of the Blue Sox. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. See what Sammy Guevara does. Ball in the dirt. Ball 1. And swing over at center. Sami Zayn has it for out number 1. Let's see what Matt Jackson does. On the ground, base hit. And he's going for second. It's going to be second. Runner on second with 1 gone. And in steps his brother, Nick Jackson. Can he make things happen here? Outside, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. 3-0 now. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. And Matt Jackson retreats. Runner going on again. And ball back over to LA Knight, over to first for out number 1. But meanwhile, for out number 2, excuse me. But meanwhile, the runner moves up to third. And in steps Kenny Omega. Strike 2. One and 2 now. And got him looking. Elite strand 1, 7-2 is the score. In steps Drew McIntyre. He homered last time up. Right back over to MJF. MJF over to Claudio Castagnoli. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Xavier Woods is up next. Ball 1. In the air center. Under us Kenny Omega. 2 gone. Let's see what Sami Zayn does. 0 for 2 in the game. In the air center again, back to Kenny Omega. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Sox. They still lead at 7-2. Right back to the top of the order we go for Bryan Danielson as we head to the bottom of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The 0-2. Got him swinging again. Jon Moxley's up next. 0 for 2 in the game. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 and 1. The 1-1. 2 and 1 now. In the air to left. Base hit. Moxley will coast in the second with the one out double. Something going here. And then steps Claudio Castagnoli. On the ground. Throw to first. Out number 2. But meanwhile, the runner moves up to third. Let's see what Chris Jericho does. Homer last time up. Can he make things happen here? On the ground. Step on to first for out number 3. Elite strand 1, 7-2 is the score. To the top of inning number 6 we go. In step Charlotte Flair. Inside for ball 1. And deep drive. That one's gone. And everyone's starting wooing over here. Let's get the woo chants out. It's now 8-2 in favor of the Blue Sox. Let's see what Ronda Rousey does. Orange Cassidy's going to be taking over on the mound, fresh out of the bullpen. Freshly squeezed, freshly out of the bullpen. Swing and a miss, strike 2. In the air, foul ground. Out number 1. Let's see what Shinsuke Nakamura does. Strike 1, just along the outside corner. Ball in the dirt, but swings and misses. Strike 2. And juts it foul over to the right side. In the air, center, Kenny Omega. And Nakamura's retired. Let's see what Kofi Kingston does. 0 for 2 in the game. In the air, back to Kenny Omega again. And the side is retired. Solo shot for Charlotte Flair puts the Blue Sox in the lead, 8-2. Next is Ty Mello. 0 for 2 in the game. Ball 1. Ball 2 now. Swing and a miss, strike 1. In the air, liner, base hit for Ty Mello. Let's see what her husband Samuel Guevara does. He's over 2 in the game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And on the ground, this could be two. Out at second, and that's all they're going to get. Let's see what Matt Jackson does. Ball one, just the borderline there, but that's why I'm not an umpire. Ball two. On the ground, throw over second, and everybody is safe. Nick Jackson is up next following the infield single. In the air to left, base hit. One more is going to score, if not two. Scoring is Guevara. Scoring is Matt Jackson. And it's now 8-4 in favor of the Blue Sox. In steps Kenny Omega. On the ground, foul. Minor, base hit, and another one scores. 8-5 is the score. See what Brian Danielson does. Hat trick of strikeouts last time up. On the ground. Throw second. Not in time. And it's going to be an infield single. First and second. In steps John Moxley with one gone. Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli would be next, barring a double play. Ball two now. Swing and a miss, strike one. In the air, out number two. Caught by Kofi Kingston. Let's see what Claudio Castagnoli does. And it's going to be a base hit. Another run's going to score. It's now 8-6 in favor of the Blue Sox. The Elite slowly but surely closing the gap here. Jericho's next. 2 for 3 in the game. Ball one on the outside. On the ground, foul. In the air, foul ground, playable. And Kofi Kingston has it for out number 3. 4-1 score for the Elite. They trail it 6-8. To top of inning number 7 we go. In steps the Red Hot, head to the table, Roman Reigns, and Kenny Omega is going to put this away for a one-pitch, one-gone play. Let's see what Braun Strowman does. Strike one is the call. Ball in the dirt. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Orange Cassidy back to work here now. Got him swinging. Drew McIntyre's up next. Former WWE champion. In the inside corner. Borderline there. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And he got him swinging. Stretch time here. And so here is Ty Mello. And so we're going to be having a pinch hitter here. The only dark question is, who's it going to be? Anna Jay. Anna Jay's going to be taking over. Ball one. And out number one. Caught by Sami Zayn. Let's see what Sammy Guevara does. Liner, base hit. Let's see what Matt Jackson does. Ball 1. Illini running on empty. And juts a foul over to the left side. And base hit. Minor. Make way for Nick Jackson. He's the potential go-ahead run now. Ball 1. And juts a foul. And on the ground, this could be two out at third, out at second, and the inning is over. 8-6 is the score. In steps Xavier Woods. And we're going to be having a pitching change here. Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page is up next, former AEW champion. Strike 1 is the call. Ball in the dirt, swings over it, strike 2. Got him swinging. Sami Zayn's up next. On the ground, back over to Adam Page. Over to Claudio Castagnoli for out number 2. Charlotte Flair's up next. 2 for 3 in the game. In the air, base hit. Let's see what Rowdy Ronda Rousey does. Can she capitalize? Ball 1. Strike 1 is the call. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And in the air to right center, base hit. And moving to third is Charlotte. And they're going to be holding up Charlotte here. Runners in scoring position. And in steps Shinsuke Nakamura. Ball 1. 1-1 now. Borderline right there, but it's 2-1 now. That one's a strike. And got him swinging. Lead down to their final 3 outs here. Can they capitalize on this? Can they make a comeback here? Can they force the game 4 here? Only time will tell as Natalya takes over on the mound. Kenny Omega will be her first victim. 2-0 now. And on the ground, base hit. And off the bat, he's got a leadoff double, Kenny Omega. Which means it goes back to the top of the order, Bryan Danielson. And we're going to be having a pinch hitter here. That's going to be it for Bryan Danielson. Max Caster's up next. Is going to be the pinch hitter. Which means he's going to be taking over at second. And in the air, base hit, runners at the corners with no one gone. And in steps Jon Moxley. Strike 1, just on the outside corner. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And got him looking. Claudio Castagnoli up next, and he's the potential go-ahead run. And on the ground, and a little bit of a throwing error, and everybody's safe. A little bit of a ball confusion for that matter. And Chris Jericho's up next with the bases loaded, trying to get the potential go-ahead run over at home. And get out the rye bread and the mustard, Grandma! It's Grand Salami time for Chris Jericho. And the Elite take the lead for the first time in this game. It's now 10-8 Elite. My, oh my! In steps Anna Jay. Ball 2 now. In the air to center. And a blooper. And Jay's aboard with a base hit. In steps Sammy Guevara. Swing and a miss, strike one. And on the ground, this could be two. And back over to first. And the inning is over. Grand salami for Chris Jericho. Got the Elite back in the lead. They were down in the hole, but they managed to come out. And in steps Bray Wyatt, taking over this pinch hitter. And they've got one thing left to do for the Elite. Is to send Hook. He's going to see if he can close the door. Ball one, excuse me. Swing and a miss. And the pinch hitter set down, strikes. Roman Reigns is up next. Blue Sox down to their final 2 outs. We'll reconvene right back here in Jacksonville should the Elite hang on to the lead. Strike 2 now. Ball 2. And in the air, Nick Jackson has it for out number 2. Braun Strowman's up next, and he's the Blue Sox final chance. Inside for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The crowd's on their feet now. Got him swinging. Got him looking. Game over. Elite wins. There's going to be a game 4 here in this Beta League Divisional Series. And let's take a look at the final scores here. Adam Page is the winning pitcher. Natty is the losing pitcher, and the saving pitcher is Hook. They sent Hook. He came, and what a comeback here. As you take a look at the line score, it was pretty much all the Blue Sox here, but looking at the comeback here, Comeback City over here in the 8th is exactly what they needed. It's exactly what the Jacksonville Elite needed. And take a look at the home runs say it all, as well as the stats here. So there will be a game 4. We'll reconvene right back here in Jacksonville. And so that's going to have to do it for this edition here in this Chiller Tournament, the Beta League Divisional Series. We're going to reconvene right back here in Jacksonville. Until then, baby, say goodbye and so long.